Canelo versus Crawford will officially be promoted and spearheaded by UFC's Dana White alongside Turkey Alashik, TKO, and Saudi Arabia's Sella. Now, this announcement comes directly from Turkey Alashik himself, who confirmed Dana White's earlier comments made this past weekend, saying that he will be promoting boxing's biggest fight since Mayweather versus Pacquiao. This confirmation also comes after UFC decided to modify UFC 320 that was supposed to take place during the same evening as Canelo versus Crawford and change it to a non-pay-per-view event, essentially making it a regular and free UFC fight night. So with that being said, fight fans from multiple online forums are now basically saying that Dana White pretty much abandoned, in a way, his own UFC 320 plans. And on top of that, kind of placed it on the sidelines in favor of something more profitable and somewhat more iconic, which is of course Canelo versus Crawford. Now, if you're more of a fan of UFC and not boxing, I can see how this feels like being betrayed. So how did we even get here? Well, Canelo vs. Crawford was originally planned for Friday, September 12th, with UFC 320 being Saturday, September 13th, and both events being promoted by Dana White. Now, Canelo, in a recent press event, and after confirming that he will retire once his contract with Turkey Alashik is finished, also confirmed that he bluntly told Turkey Alashik that he does not fight Fridays and that his fight with Crawford needs to happen on a Saturday night. And no, he's not asking Turkey Alashik, but rather simply telling him to do so. Well folks, fast forward and Canelo got what he wanted, with the fight now being changed to Saturday, September 13th, placing it in direct conflict with UFC 320. Now, just a few weeks ago, it was also announced that UFC 320 will no longer be a pay-per-view event and will switch to a regular UFC fight night and will move to San Antonio instead. This UFC card will still take place on Saturday, September 13th. However, since it's now just a regular Saturday fight night, this allows the event to not heavily rely on pay-per-view revenue to make a profit, again because competing with Canelo for pay-per-view on Mexico's Independence Day weekend, well, we all know how that's gonna end up for the UFC. So with all of that being said, and now that UFC September 13th fight night got downgraded, Dana White will no longer have to stress about it too much and can focus all his resources in promoting Canelo versus Crawford. Now, as for the location, well, Las Vegas is pretty much guaranteed already, with Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford, and Turkey Alashik all confirming this. However, as for the specific venue, well, Boxing Scene just released the following report saying, quote, "Insiders have told Boxing Scene that the effort is to bring the bout to its original planned destination, Allegiant Stadium." Now, the T-Mobile Arena is also a possibility, and Turkey Alashik did say that the full details will be revealed soon, so yeah, we'll just have to wait, I guess. Anyway, how do you feel about Dana White being back to promoting and spearheading Canelo versus Crawford? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please don't forget to click that like and subscribe button for more quick talks.